if this is the right way to do it. This is the way I've kind of envisioned it in my mind to actually work. What I'm going to do is use this as probably the middle band, and I'm going to go ahead and attach it to the other piece that's like that, wrap it around the mandrel, and then attach it to the other side. I'm not quite sure how this is all going to work out yet. We're just going to kind of play it by ear and hope it don't come unsoldered as we begin manufacturing this thing. But I think this is going to be my best solution for my craftsmanship level. It's what's in my mind. It's the way I'm going to rock and roll it. So I'm going to slap a piece of solder on it, heat it up, melt it, solder it up, and see what's next. I'm not quite sure. Just one step at a time, guys. Here we go. Y'all hang tight. Alright, guys. We got us a solder ball laid on there. So let's heat this little unit up. Solder that together and try not to overheat it and then solder anything. There we go. I see, there it is, solder melting. I'm done. I ain't touching no more on it. Once it melts, I'm over it. I ain't trying to move that solder around and manipulate none of that. Unsolder anything. Alright, guys, I'm gonna let that set up a minute and harden up. We're gonna quench it and move on to the next step. Alright, guys, I'm really glad I kind of done it this way. What's happened is this is definitely going to be way too short to make any sort of ring. So what I'm going to do is get me an overall measurement. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to solder the other side to it just like. And at the very top, we're going to have a 3-strand band. This will be in the middle. The twist wire will be in the middle. I'll have another band to wrap all the way around it. And I'll have a twist wire coming off this end, twist wire off that end, making it 3 bands coming off the teleport station itself, and then just 2 bands at the very bottom. So that's the idea, that's the plan. So let's rock and roll this little unit, guys. Here we go. We're on it now. Alright, guys, I got my 33 millimeter long pieces, so it's going to make it overall 66 plus whatever the piece here is in between. I didn't measure that. I just knew I needed to have at least a 66 millimeter ring to fit my finger, and so I just made it 33 on each side, actually a little over 33. That way I knew I had plenty. I think I'm going to actually just solder up one side to the twist wire, because if I happen to put this one on, it's going to kind of throw it all out of